Head over to miniaturemarket.com where they have thousands of board games at discounted prices like Ripple Rush. Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we're going to be riding that wave from a Ripple and trying to combo together interesting turns. Today we're going to be taking a look at Ripple Rush. This is from Stronghold Games. This is sort of a flip and write or flip and fill game where you're going to be trying to score the most points. So let me show you how to play and I'll see you on the other side. Ripple Rush is a flip and write game where you're trying to score the most points by having the most consecutive spaces in a column filled, like here's 4. And you're trying to do this by flipping cards and writing numbers that go in ascending order, and you're also trying to complete specific rows to get bonus points. Each player gets their own score sheet, and they get a deck of cards that's randomly shuffled of 20 cards. And then there's always going to be 2 bonus cards that you're going to be able to go for. For example, at the end of the game, you'll get 3 points if you fill in this completed top row, meaning you have numbers in each of these 4 spots. And same thing for this card. You'll get 3 points if you fill in this row. So those are some long-term end goals. On your turn, this is simultaneously. Every player is going to flip their card and they're going to try to write this number in there. Now how you do this is a yellow square, so it's going to go into this column, and I can place this number anywhere. However, the numbers always have to go in ascending order from bottom to top. They don't have to be exactly consecutive, like for example, in the score sheet that we showed you earlier, I have, 4 jumps to a 10, jumps to an 11. Here has a 6, jumps to 10. We were trying to get something in between those 2 numbers here because they always have to ascend from bottom to top. So this 4, well, it's probably going to be close to the bottom. So what do you do with it? Do you put it in the very bottom row, meaning there's only 3 numbers below that are not going to be able to be placed there? Or do we place it in this row because, again, that's our bonus row, and so it changes what you'll want to do. And then once everyone's done, you flip the next card. Red 7, it's like, okay, well, it goes up to 25. So 7 might be somewhere maybe around here or here, but you know what? Maybe we risk it and we put it here because we want to, again, work on this row just like that. So let's say now we flip this card and it's a 1. You know what? Oh, you know what? We could do this. When we finish a row, we get a bonus. If it's a number, we can write this number anywhere. So you know what? We're going to write this 15 here. Look what this does. Finish this row. This means we can write any number in the yellow. So we come here, we go, oh, you know what? I'm going to make this a 5. Look at this. Let's let this write any number. That's a red. And you can come up here and go, oh, you know what? I'm going to put this 15. Look at this. We just comboed this. We can write a green. And let's say, 16. So boom, we just had a humongous turn. Now, when it's your turn, if you have a card that you cannot write, like this, I have a 1 and an 8. There's nowhere I could put this. Not only can I not write this, every other player that's playing has the chance, after they write their number, to write this. And which means when there's multiple players, if multiple players or any of them can't write their number, you can write theirs. So sometimes you'll be able to write your number, and then maybe some other ones from other players as it gets towards the end of the game. And that's pretty much it. Once you finish, you're gonna get 1 point for every your largest consecutive run. Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2. You'll get 4 points because this is the largest. You do that for all of them. Then you'd add up the bonus points if you finish the columns, or the rows. This one we did not finish. This one we finished, so we'd get 3 points. Add it up. Whoever has the most is the winner. All right, well, there's Ripple Rush. And I want to mention to you that recently I did a live stream playthrough of this where you can actually go on, even now, after the fact, and because of the nature of this game, you can go back and play the game. There's a little sheet you can print out. You don't have to have the game. You basically can try the game out. Print that sheet out, play along with me. We played 2 games, and you can play it twice in a row, and you can see how you did against the audience because you can see what they've scored. I mentioned what they scored in the video. So you can sort of play through this and see if it's something that you and your family will like. So first thing I like about this is this game is very approachable. Out of all the roll and writes, flip and writes out there, this is about as easy as it gets. My go-to roll and write game is a game called Quicks because it's very similar to Yahtzee. It's very easy to teach, but yet it offers good decisions. This might even be easier than that. This is very, very light, but I like that it's approachable because I can pretty much play it with anybody that has never seen games before in their lives, and they can catch on pretty quickly. I like that you're trying to decide short-term and long-term things. Where am I going to place this number? Do I want to put it way up here? Do I want to put it way down here? Do I want to put it right next to this? This leaves me only a small gap here. But also I'm trying to line up numbers with other numbers I have in the same row because I'm thinking longer term and I'm trying to get certain rows finished so I can, make those combos happen. But I'm also thinking long term because I'm trying to finish maybe the bonus cards that I have too. So even though it's very simple, there's some interesting choices to make trying to decide where those numbers go. I love that you're trying to take in those bonus cards because it's like, okay, you got 2 of them to go for, and it really changes the game because in any other game, you'd go, you know what, I get this number, I'm gonna put it here, no brainer. But I've got this bonus card, so it's gonna push me to do something different than I would the last game. Even if it was the same exact numbers that had come up in a row, you might place it in a different spot just based on those bonus cards, so it makes you feel like every game is different. The best part about this game, for sure, it's the thing that really makes this game stand out from the others, is the comboing together the multiple moves in one turn. That's why it's called Ripple Rush. You're trying to sort of ripple a bunch of combos together, and it's really fun when you set something up and you're like, ooh, I got a red 7. Oh, that blocked this, which allows me to put this here. I unlock this, and I do this, and you get like 3 or 4 things in a row, and it's just really fun. That is like the most fun that you can have in the game, and it's definitely what makes this game fun, and it makes me want to come back to it over and over again. This is essentially also a great building block for other roll and write games that have more going on. It's very similar to Welcome to, a very popular game where you're needing to put numbers in order. From lowest to highest, they can go anywhere as long as they're ascending. You could use this to teach that basic concept. Or Ganshan Clever, also known as That's Pretty Clever. That's clever. That game has the combos where you're like doing one thing and it's unlocking this combo, which allows you to do this. And so it kind of has that too, that longer term planning for the combos. So those 2 games have a lot more going on than these that I wouldn't necessarily play with people that like if they've not really played a whole lot of modern board games. But this allows that sort of good building block to get those games that have more going on to it. So I like it for that. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's very fast, 10, 15 minutes. There you go. You'll probably play it more than once. So overall, I enjoy the game, and I will continue to use it in situations where I want to get people playing these little flip and write games when they haven't played a lot of board games. On the negative side, it's very generic looking, and it definitely doesn't jump off the shelf at you if it's just sitting there. It's one of those ones you're probably going to want to play first, and then you'll like it, but it's not one that I would just walk by on the shelf and go, oh, this looks awesome, let's get it. You can play the game solo, but I don't think it's very good because the real big fun of this, as I mentioned, is playing those combos over and over again at the end. And with solo mode, you don't get the benefit of getting other people's cards when they can't use them, so you get less combos. And for that same reason, I feel like the game is best with 2 or 3 players. For me, that's a good balance between getting enough of those cards that others are using, but not too many of them that the game feels too easy. When you get closer to the max player counts of this game, too often you're getting too many cards that other players aren't using, and it makes it too easy to get the combos, and it's not quite as challenging, it's not quite as fun because of that. So for me, this has sort of more of a limited range of when I would really want to bring this out where it really shines at, I think is 2 or 3 players. So that's what I think about Ripple Rush. Right now, you should be able to know if it's for you or not. This has been the Game Boy Geek, breaking down barriers, growing relationships through board games by helping you on the next one you'll love. Did you miss the Game Topper 2.0 Kickstarter? Have no fear, it's not too late to get in on the ultimate gaming accessory. Convert your table into a high-quality gaming table with a fully portable Game Topper system and take advantage of some of the best 3mm premium gaming mats in the industry. New styles, new sizes, and new accessories can be yours. Upgrade every game you play by late backing now at GameToppersLLC.com.